In my last webinar, we had a very vulnerable conversation about the grief of setting boundaries. Someone mentioned that as they started to heal their fearful avoidant patterns, they suddenly felt incredibly isolated, and they called it the lonely phase. If you're starting to set boundaries and you notice that people are leaving or that you have fewer friends than you did 6 months ago, you might think you're doing it wrong. You might feel a deep urge to run back to all your toxic patterns just to feel connected again. But here's what is actually happening. When you stop the self-abandonment, you become unuseful to people who only like you because you had no boundaries. People that self-abandon and people please are the most likely to be taken advantage of by others. And also the other people, they're not consciously aware, like they're not maliciously trying to take advantage of you. Not necessarily, some people do, but most don't. But they just got comfortable with you always saying yes. And now they got used to you always being there and being the people pleaser. Now all of a sudden you say no and stick to your boundaries. And that's when people might leave. But what you're really doing is you're clearing out the noise of people who are draining your capacity. I mean, the grief that you're feeling is real, but it's not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that your life is finally becoming congruent with who you actually are. That lonely feeling is just the sound of your nervous system finally being able to breathe without the chaos and getting used to a new subconscious comfort zone. But instead of rushing to fill the silence with a new rebound or a distraction, I want you to sit in that quiet for 10 minutes a day. Put your hand on your heart and say, I'm safe in that silence. I'm protecting my capacity. This phase is temporary. You're clearing the ground so that secure, healthy, and supportive people can finally find you. I'm Mandy Bonds, and I guide women through this lonely phase so they can reach the secure end through rewiring their subconscious mind. You don't have to walk this path alone. Comment news to join my weekly community newsletter for support and insights that help you stay the course.